when the phone is away, it allows space and time for other opportunities and ways to connect. And I think the one of the things that we have lost sight of or that we lose time for is just that one-on-one connection between a parent and child. And it is a five, even just 5 minutes of a parent and child connecting one-on-one around a topic they both enjoy or that their child especially enjoys, or around an activity, whether it's preparing dinner together or taking the dog for a walk, whatever it may be, kind of being free from screens and uh, just other media distractors can then allow for that connectedness to take place. And research really shows us that 5 minutes of one-on-one time without any screens and without any other distracting variables can be so powerful in creating space and warmth and love and connectedness between the parent and child. The primary care provider is so uniquely positioned as this space where parents and children come to check in. And so, especially for kiddos who are already connected to a mental health provider, I mean, it just provides for this additional teammate in that process. Primary care providers can play the role of just checking in with questions, taking more of a curious stance. So, how have you been feeling? What's been going on? What changes have you been noticing? If you're maybe kind of talking with the parent, um, I love to ask more open. I always encourage more open-ended questions in these moments because it's going to give more opportunity to approach the topic again with curiosity and also a non-judgmental stance. The moment a child feels like they're being judged or questioned in some way, that has a tendency to initiate a child to shut down. And so approaching the conversation with curiosity and not in a non-judgmental approach is going to be really powerful to open up that door to be able to be a nice touch point for that child. When it's possible, I also encourage that there be frequent communication between pediatricians and the mental health providers. I know that with cases that I work with, any time that I can have a regular touch point with the pediatrician who also sees the family, it just provides for a much more cohesive and collaborative team that can really be there to help support the child in the way that they need. Pediatricians are seeing the child sometimes at much more frequent intervals than we are as mental health providers because kids get sick all the time. So it's a really nice opportunity for pediatricians to do that kind of emotional mental health check-in. Um, but I think also recognizing that that it can be really helpful to make sure that kids know that they're not alone in any sort of emotional difficulties that they might be having. And when pediatricians are trying to facilitate conversations with kiddos, of utilizing also the validation skill of acknowledging how it is that they're feeling and validating that that's okay. So again, it's validation is not necessarily agreeing with a child and what it is that they're thinking or feeling, but just acknowledging that what it is real, it's valid, and it's okay. So I can tell that this is really hard for you right now, or I can only imagine how scary that was. That sounded really like that was a really scary thing that you saw on TV the other day, or a really scary thing that happened to you. Again, it allows for building that opportunity for opening up the conversation in a curious way, and allows for the child to be able to share a bit about what's going on. Um, I think planting the seed also for future mental health support in these visits can also be really, really, really powerful, of not only letting kids know that it's okay to be feeling the way that they're feeling, but also that there's so many kids out there feeling the way that they're feeling, so that they're not alone, helping to normalize that and recognizing that talking about these things, whether it's with their pediatrician or a mental health specialist or a teacher or a coach or a counselor at school, can all be helpful avenues of support for them. So I also work at the Stanford Parenting Center, and that is another place where we try to offer parents as well as other caregivers and providers really actionable tools that they can use to help support the emotional well-being of their kids. So if pediatricians are looking for another resource, the Parenting Center can be a really great place to direct them, where we have a library of online free resources for parents and caregivers across a variety of different topics that really helps to bring clinical knowledge into everyday parenting moments.